Welcome back to Marriage Minutes, and today we're in episode 10 of our 40-day series on how to get on the same page in your finances. And today in episode 10, we're talking about specifically how to end the silent treatment in your finances. And our scripture for today is out of Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. And it says, "Don't sin by letting anger control you, and don't let the sun go down while you are still angry."
That's so good. I think this is an area where a lot of couples really struggle, where you don't talk about finances, but each of you may be carrying silent resentments that build up over time.
Or silent like trepidation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Silent trepidation, like you're fearful or resentful.
Yeah.
And that...
Or maybe you're hiding something.
Oh, right. Silence in this area creates resentment.
Yeah.
And the only way to move past that is to talk about it.
Rip it off like a Band-Aid.
That resentment just leads to distance in your marriage. And every day that goes by makes it harder and harder to actually talk about. And I think we shared in a previous episode that finances was an area that we didn't start off our marriage really talking a lot about. And we had to have some hard conversations through that. The problem with avoidance is it makes small problems get bigger and bigger and bigger. The longer it goes without being talked about, the bigger the problem potentially gets. And I feel like that's especially true in this area. When you do have the conversation, you want to enter into that conversation with kindness and grace, and choosing words that will bring unity and not division. Use words that aren't accusing or demeaning. This, like we've been saying, this is a hard area to talk about. And if you can both agree to come to that conversation, no matter where you're at in your finances, come to that conversation with grace, with a goal to move forward, it makes these conversations a lot easier.
It's so important to realize that you're a team. Yeah. And I think that can get lost when there is things that need to be said, things that need to be talked about that are going unsaid, and you're not having communication about it. So it's really important to talk. And think of it this way. We've all had bills go to collect. I think a lot of us have had bills to go to collections. Maybe that's just my story that I'm bringing into the conversation. But if you've ever had a bill go to collections, the more you ignore it, the more interest builds, and the bigger and bigger and bigger it gets. And it's just like that when you avoid a hard conversation, especially when it comes to finances. So it's really important. You, like I said, rip it off like a Band-Aid, have the conversation. They will get easier as you continue to have them and as you continue to get honest.
So true. The most important thing is to realize that forgiveness is the best pathway to moving forward in this. So you need to come to these conversations with grace and with a willingness to forgive for whatever the past brings, because that's what has to happen in order to move forward.
Okay, so today's challenge is break the silence. Bring up one financial discussion that you've been avoiding and talk through it calmly. And that goes for both of you. Whatever the conversation is, bring it up, rip it off like a Band-Aid, and have the conversation. So that's all we have for you for today's episode. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be looking for a guide. We're going to be releasing a guide or a workbook here soon, and we'll have more information on that in the coming days and weeks ahead. So thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.